meeting my MK7 Fiesta ST. As obviously you'll know, I've owned for quite some years, 3 years to be exact, and I've taken it from a normal Fiesta ST standard to very quickly modifying it to stage 2, and also then kind of modifying it to Revo stage 4. But you'll see the title of this video. It's a dewy morning, but apparently it's going to be 13 degrees in the UK. 13 degrees in winter. So yeah, we're going out basically and driving the car so we can get some videos for you guys. And today I'm going to be doing a number of videos. I'm on my way to do a 0 to 60 quarter mile 1/8 time video to let you guys know what the Revo stage 4 is capable of on road tyres and a factory differential. So yeah, I'm very, very impressed with the car since I've owned it. So I want to let you know the real facts of what I've found using a GPS logger. So yeah, I'll get you that very, very soon. Watch out for that video. But obviously, as you'll see from the title, a few people have been asking me to do a video about the 5 things I hate about the Fiesta ST. And yeah, I'm going to bring that to you now while I'm on my way to the location at which I'm going to do the 0 to 60 and all the quarter mile times and everything like that. So yeah, let's get on with it, and let's basically go on to number 1. These are in no particular order, so obviously don't worry about thinking that that's necessarily the order in which I would say these are in. So first and foremost, it's the stigma. So the stigma attached with these cars. Now, I don't care that much. Every now and again you defend it, you're out and people are like, oh, you've got a louty car, you've got a louty car. I don't mind that, you know. Fast forwards have always been within reason, kind of been known for that kind of you know, ASBO ownership, I guess. That's not me griefing you guys that are watching, trust me, because I'm partly ASBO and Yobby to some extent, but you know what I mean. It's just a stigma that's attached with these cars. You get some funny you know, criticisms, I suppose, thrown at you for owning a fast forward, and the Fiesta ST is no exception. So that's one of those things. You know, I'm being picky, but I'll list that as one of my hates. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, I love this car, so that's one of my hates. Moving on to number 2. Yeah, number 2 is quite a big one for me, if I'm honest. The hatred towards our own kind. You know, crime, Fiesta ST, crime on crime. It's not banter. I think the Fiesta ST forums, so to speak, pages on Facebook and everywhere else, and in general, the hatred towards each other for what modifications you do to your car. That's one of my big hates about the Fiesta ST, because that comes with owning the Fiesta ST, in my opinion, unless you you know, you live under a rock and you don't go on the internet at all. Every other day, or every day, every other hour, should I say, you see someone bashing someone for the front bumper, the RS front bumper that they don't like, a different lip that they don't like, a spoiler they don't like, the alloys they don't like, and the turbo kit. I've got Revo stage 4, and then if you've got an X47, an X47R, X37, whatever you bloody got, a Gallo 20, Gallo 12, whatever you've got.
So done. Looks like we're gonna be partners, bro. But could you tell me right quick, what would be better motor for my Skyline, a Gallo 12 or a Gallo 24?
24.
Everyone's got hate. VT330R, AT turbo, I don't know, Swahili, eBay turbo, whatever, I don't know. But all these different turbos that people have got, there's hatred towards those turbos. Now, I say eBay turbo, I'm not a fan of eBay turbo, so I'll probably laugh at you if you've got an eBay turbo. I wouldn't laugh at you, but I'd probably say, why the hell are you doing that? But all these other turbos now, I see some good results from every single turbo kit out there. I bought a Revo kit because I have used loads of Revo bits of software and kit, and I've had no problems at all, and I love it. And for that reason, I've bought back into owning a Revo product. So that's why I went Revo. I could easily have gone with some of those other kits, and I'd have been happy with them, I'm sure, because the results for every single turbo is very, very similar. I keep on getting these things about people saying, oh, I made this power, I made that power, you can't make this power, I made this power, mine made 5 or 10 more horsepower than yours. Well, yeah, that probably depends on what dyno you're going on. Some dynos are generous, some are not. This made 347.7 horsepower on one dyno, and it made 327.7 horsepower on another dyno. That's brilliant. That's roughly where Revo is saying it should be lying, and that's 330 horsepower near on, which is what they say these make. And I haven't even got the enlarged crossover, and my intercooler from Pro Alloy needs to be a little bit bigger, which we are sorting out very, very soon, including the crossover. We are doing that, so we'll be doing videos on that soon. Hopefully be with us in the next week or so, and then we'll have that, we'll do some dyno tests and everything like that. But yeah, stop hating on each other, guys. If you've got a Fiesta ST, love and embrace it, and flash the other fellow ST owner, wave, acknowledge and say cool. At the end of the day as well, mod wise as well, if I don't like something, I'll keep it in. I don't know whether that's right or wrong, but I don't think you should air and just rubbish it, poo-poo it, just because you don't like it. It's harsh. You know, it's not very nice. Yeah, you're gonna hurt some people's feelings if you, but you know, I'm not worried about that. But you know what I mean, there's no need for it. If everyone had the same taste, the world would be a very, very boring place, guys. So yeah, come on, really, grow up. Okay, moving on to number 3, and it's been bloody hard me trying to work out what I can and can't talk about and say is bad, because this car is such a good car, it's hard to pick and find things that I don't like. Okay, so my number 3 is the lack of ability for this car to be able to fit bigger wheels. Now, I found this to be a problem on the Fiesta ST. It seems to be, as soon as you lower a car, and especially this car, every other car I've owned, you can get a little bit wider wheels, a little bit chunkier wheels to get a bit more contact patch pattern on the tarmac and get more grip, and or you use a different alloy and you can kind of get good clearance on the arches by even going up a little 1 inch bigger or wider, etc, etc. Now this car, as soon as you lower it, I've noticed everyone having the same problem. You can't fit anything other than a standard size tyre on it, and we've had a big problem with that, because actually in the standard size tyre there's not that many good examples of tyres. There's good examples, but when you're really, really pushing the car and you're taking it out on track and you need a lot of traction, like someone like myself, you need loads of grip, and there's not many options, because a lot of the real good track options, including even the 808R, are not available actually in stock size. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm almost certain of it, because we bought one size bigger than stock, and it rubbed like hell, and literally we even fettled the arches a little bit with an angle grinder, nice and neat, and then repainted, and it still was rubbing. That's on a 35mm lowering spring, which is an IBAC Pro spring kit, and yeah, you can't seem to do anything other than that. So we've got we've got standard, obviously, offset, we've got spacers, and we've got BBKs, we've got a big brake kit, 330mm 6-pot, which doesn't help. And but to be fair, even if you don't do that, I noticed that as soon as you go bigger, it is a struggle when you lower a car. So that's one of my hates on the Fiesta ST. It's a silly one, kind of, but it really is annoying, very, very annoying, I find. So yeah, that's another one. On that note as well, in talking about kind of tyres, I tried the Kumo V07As, which are like a mental track tyre in like a medium, and they wore so quickly. They were amazing tyres, but they wore so quickly. And actually, I say they're really good. They weren't that much better than the NS2R that I've tried, and some other like kind of track go street tyres. to be honest with you, for the money they are and for how soft they were. So in the end I actually ended up going back to NS2Rs, which I love. I think there are better things out there, but for the size and the stock size, I'm struggling to find it. So I've got NS2Rs. My solution actually is going to be that I'm going to be buying finally what some people do, and I am going to finally be buying probably a set of Team Dynamics rim stock Pro S12s, I think, or Pro 12s, to one, take a bit of light, a bit of weight off the four corners, so getting rid of a bit of inertia, which obviously helps acceleration, even handling, and will be nice for track. And it also means that I can fit a different set of rubber and a much more aggressive set of rubber. I'm probably going to go for like a full track tyre. I'm not sure yet, but keep an eye on that. I'm definitely going to do that very, very soon, hopefully in time for Ford Power Live, which I'm going to be going to. So make sure you guys get to Ford Power Live. We're taking the Fiesta ST round track for Ford Power Live at Brands Hatch coming up in March. I'll give you the dates, links in the bio, and we'll also be taking our Ford Enduro KA. If you haven't seen that, we're entering an endurance championship with a little Ford KA. It's going to be awesome. One make championship, really, really super competitive. 30 to 40 cars, and we're going to be racing at the Brands Hatch Modified Live, or Ford Power Live, sorry, in, I think it's June or July, but again, links in the bio. So come and see us, come up and see the car. You'll see this in between on the track sessions, and also you'll see us out on the KA. So come and say hi to us. It will have all peak performance livery over it. Our car, it's blue, black arches. I'll show you on the kind of you'll see on the VT now. And also, yeah, come and see us in the Fiesta ST. I'll give you a link to our building of the Euro KA, and you can click on that and kind of watch some of our videos on that. It's quite a laugh and funny old build, really. And yeah, it's going to be a new adventure for me in racing, so it's going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, on to number 4, and that is the ride. You probably can't see from this, but to be honest with you, I'm being picky, and if I'm honest, it's not that bad. It's but on long journeys it can be relatively jarring and bone crunching. But I'm being picky. Personally, I like the handling, I like the stiffness. These springs only minutely make it a little bit harder, but it is a stiff ride. It is a stiff ride. But to be fair, that's part of the reason why the car is that good. You know, it's stiff out the factory, and Ford have done a really, really good job setting the car up. So to be fair, I don't mind that, but that's another one. That's number 4 now. I'm being picky. Okay, so on to number 5. Again, I'm being picky, but if I'm honest, this is probably falling somewhere there or thereabouts in the category where I would say it is a dislike. So yeah, moving on to number 5, and I'm going to test them right now. And that's the brakes. But to be fair, I'm on a BBK big brake kit. I'm on a Yellow Speed 6-pot 330mm brake kit. But yeah, the stock brakes, in my opinion, when really pushed hard on the road and certainly on track, stock brakes are probably one of those ones or things that fall into a category of where I'd say it's on my dislike or for the car, and that's me being obviously really picky, because realistically stock brakes actually are not that bad at all, and you couple that with a nice set of braided brake lines, and also a set of standard pads, sorry, standard set of uprated pads, then actually they can be really quite good. If you want a recommendation from me, if you're on a budget, a Mintex M1144 is a really good pad for fast road and track, and if you really want to spend a bit more money, there are some other options, but I'd certainly tell you of some ones that I don't like. So yeah, hit me up on the comment section, I'll let you know of anything like that. But yeah, stock brakes, you know, they are good, to be fair, but that's probably one of those things where I'd say it's, you know, borderline, maybe something that I kind of dislike, but realistically it's not that bad. And actually there's a lot of factory cars that are a lot worse than the Fiesta ST for stock brakes, really. So I'm just being picky. But yeah, moving on to number 6 as well. As we were kind of talking, I thought of one more Torx deer. Maybe I should have had that to the list. No, to be fair, actually, where I am, it's a road where there's loads of lorries that have been down, and it will follow those lines. So yeah, you are going to get a bit of Torx deer, but that weren't included, and I didn't actually write that down. Number 6. I know I said 5, but number 6, it's just one that I thought of, and I really, really do hate when I think about it, and that's how nickable these cars are. I can't help but think every time this is the last car that I park on the drive, is that going to be the night where it gets stolen? And basically, I always pen this car in. It's never normally the last car that's on the driveway because of how nickable these cars are. Mainly not because they're a bloody Ferrari or something, but because the standard car has this, you know, keyless entry, a bit like the Mark II Focus RS did, and it was getting nicked, you know, left, right, and centre. This car is very, very nickable for that reason, and that's one of my dislikes, definitely. And I really maybe do need to get one of those Faraday cage kind of bags or something like that. So if anyone's got a link, hit me up to something that works well. And just thought I'd give it a bit of beans for you guys. But yeah, I suppose that's another reason why I'm giving it a bit of beans. In general, so you guys know, obviously I'm talking about a stock car. It's got nothing to do with Revo Stage 4. Stock car, Revo Stage 4, whatever the car, whatever stage the car is, these 5 dislikes go for really more for the stock car, because obviously that's how really I kind of need to do this. So yeah, that is my 5/6 things I hate about a Fiesta ST. If you've got any questions for me, hit them in the comment section, guys. Thank you if you have been following for a long time. We've had a bit of a hit recently, and kind of viewership and subscribers has really slowed down, so I want to bring more videos to you, and I promise I will. Winter content's tough for us in general, so there is some really, really exciting content coming. Car reviews, track days, all kinds, so keep locked in on the channel, guys. And yeah, hit me up in the comment section about anything you want to ask, as always. Yeah, and yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next one, guys. Bye for now.